So I have to test this mic. Before we begin, just wait a couple of minutes for a few more people to jump on. Tell me if you can hear me, please. Thank you. Bring it up close so that I don't. Just wait a couple of minutes for a few more people to jump on. Tell me if you can hear me, please. If you can hear me. There you go. That's the way to test it, is that you have to use your phone. Otherwise, you could be speaking, but you're not on. Hello, everybody. Hi. How's it going? Hope you guys are well. Hope you've had a great day. I won't keep you long, I promise. This is going to be very short, sweet, and to the point. I have to throw in my 2 cents worth. Let me do some shout outs first. Can we do that? Is that okay with you? Ezra, loud and clear. Lushingo Boyd, clear. Emmanuel Kasongo. Do you guys know that Emmanuel Kasongo is watching us from Bangalore, India? You're not going to believe this. He says it right there, Emmanuel Kasongo. Bangalore, India, folks. Unbelievable. Hey, hope you guys are well. Simon, oh, Habenzu, bless you. Bless you. I don't hear that often enough, but thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you. I appreciate that. Guys, I just wanted to throw this at you because, and before I begin, I must tell you that we are in an election season. And being in an election season, there are certain things that happen that you have to respond in real time. Now, I often tell you, I'm not a political scientist, but I am a voter. So when I come to you, I don't come to you as a political scientist. I do not come to you as a political expert. All I do when I come to you is I come to you as a voter. I'm sitting in my office. When I read something that interests me, all I do is switch on my lights. And boom, I press record and presto, here I am. I read in one of the comments earlier, somebody says to me, must you talk about everything? You know, somebody in the comments earlier said, must you respond and react to everything? No, I only respond, if you really must know, I only respond to those things that I care about. That's it. You will never hear me talking about astrophysics. You'll never hear me speaking about the elements and the components of spontaneous combustion. You will never hear me speaking about macro and microeconomics. You know why? Because those are not my strong suits. I don't know anything about those subjects. Albeit, I'm not a political expert, but I am a voter, and I've lived a while. This isn't my first rodeo, okay? I'm 51 years old. 52. 51. 52. But, you know, I've got a thing or two. I have some marbles up here, you know. So sometimes you just have to bear with me. Now, for those of you that do not like these broadcasts, in the words of Beyonce, honey, to the left, to the left. Swipe left, honey, and get the heck off of my page. Honestly, this is what I say to people when they say this to me. You know, I'm thinking, hey, you know, this is my platform. If you don't want to be here, no one's going to make you be here. Okay? You must know this. All right. So the big news in the last 2 hours. Well, first of all, let's go back. Let's go back a day. All of us are very happy that my dear friend Mubita Nawa was released from incarceration after being jailed for 14 days. Well, thank God he finally came out. And I must point out to you, I've known Mubita Nawa since before politics, because I know many Zambians look at things through political lenses. Everything is observed through the peering eye of politics, and it shouldn't be that way. You guys should be able to foster healthy relationships outside of your political persuasions. Ooh, boy, that was good. Don't know where that came from, but it's the truth. Guys, it's possible for you to be UPND and PF and MMD and still love each other. I'm a big believer in that. And you must understand that there are certain relationships that have been fostered way before politics. And so I said all that to say this. I've known Mubita Nawa since, well, I don't know, 15 years, 12 years. I've known him for many, many years, way before he decided to go into the political arena. So I was very pleased when I heard that he had been released. The only thing that upset me, though, I must tell you this, and this, to some of you, this may sound a bit petty. And incidentally, I cannot stand that word. Honestly, really, it just drives me up the proverbial wall when I hear people use that word. Oh, he's so petty. Cannot stand that word. Anyway, this may sound petty to some of you, but to me, it sort of bothered me. It rubbed me the wrong way. When I heard that Mubita Nawa had been released, my understanding he was, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, was he at Kabwata police station, Kabwata? Not that I'm knocking Kabwata. I'm just saying that when Chilufya Tayali was arrested, they took him to a really nice jailhouse, which is the Ibex Hill. I'm only now saying this now because he's released. Okay, when he was in jail, I was told in very clear terms, Mr. Mwewa, do not reveal where he is because we don't want to deal with that. Okay, and so I respected the wishes of the police. Is what they told me. They said, you know, it's a bit of a headache when you go on media and start saying where he is. Okay, so I didn't do it. I didn't say. But now he's been out of jail for a while, so I feel I can say this. Chilufya Tayali was being held at the Ibex Hill police station, which I must tell you is a beautiful police station. It's got a lovely jail cell. Everything's brand new. The offices over there, honey, cute, super cute. And I was impressed when I got there. You know, the officer in charge, bless his heart, I forget his name, but he was very kind to me, very cordial, very helpful. You know, when I got to the Ibex Hill, what I did first of all was, because you remember there was this talk that Tayali was not actually in jail, that he was sitting in the comfort of his home posting entries on Facebook. So I decided to get up off of my royal behind and find out for myself, to make absolutely doubly certain that he was in jail. So I went on a quest to find out exactly where he was. I first went to Central Police. I first went to, what is that? The Woodlands. Yes, yeah. Because that's the information we got. The intel we received initially was that Tayali was being held at Woodlands. So I went to Woodlands. When I got there, I found this beautiful pool of officers who said to me, no, he's not here. So I asked them, subsequently, I said, okay, if he's not here, where is he? They said, no, we can't tell you that. You'd have to find that on your own. Find that out on your own. So as I'm leaving, one of the officers sort of runs after me and says, hey, Mwewa, go to Central, speak to the officer there. He might tell you. So I went to Central, spoke to a really cool officer there. He told me, he said, look, he's at Ibex. I went to Ibex, boom, there he was. Okay, and he was very surprised to see me. He couldn't believe I was there. Okay, but I just wanted to make sure he was there. Then he had the audacity, the unmitigating gall of saying to me, well, bring us some food. I said, I'm not your chef. You're not the boss of me. I'm not going to bring you any food. But I ended up doing it anyway. So I took him the food, and I noticed, he was the jail cell. The jail cell that Teali was in was a cute jail cell. I mean, it was nice. It was clean. Now, granted, Ibex Hill Police Station is a brand new police station. I don't know when it was commissioned, but it looked to me that it was brand new. Everything was cute in there. Everything, including the staff. Everybody was cute, okay? The only thing that upset me about Mobita Nawa's issue is that I would have preferred that they take him to Ibex as well. Why didn't they take him to Ibex? Why did they keep him in Kawata? Because from the way Mobita Nawa is describing the cell, if you listen to his interview, and incidentally, if you want to watch him, he's on right now, I think. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. He's on Diamond TV, and he's talking to that handsome guy, the guy that dates St. Michael's beautiful daughter. He's talking to that kid. That's a great kid, by the way. Anyway, so from what Mobita's describing, the jail cell wasn't that cool. So I'm thinking, well, if you took Teali to a cool jail cell, why didn't you take Mobita to a cool jail cell? I mean, these are the questions we have. These are the things that keep us up at night. Honestly, I'm not trying to be coy. I mean it. Why the difference? I'm just saying that bothered me a bit. Seriously, it did. Anyway, so going back, I'm very pleased. I'm very happy that my friend has been released. And what an oracle this Mobita Nawa is. When he speaks, I just love listening to him talk. So he's out now, and he's fine. He's safe. That's the most important thing. And then we'll let the process go where it's going to go. Okay. And we'll leave it for the authorities and the legal experts to deal with that. But you know how I feel about that. And what was I saying? See, this is the thing about when you get to my age, you just forget stuff. I mean, literally in the middle of a sentence, boom, it's gone. And here I am live talking to you guys, and I've completely lost my train of thought. Help me in the comments below. I'm not joking. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Anyway, oh, right. We were talking about Charmaine. Right. Guys, so today, a few hours ago, I hear on the two, you know how you go down the wormhole and you read that Charmaine, Charmaine Musonda, the pretty lady from UPND, she has jumped ship, and she's left the UPND, and she's joined the Patriotic Front. Now, here's what bothers me about that. What is going on? Why do we have these cases of people that once you're not adopted, then you'll jump ship? Whatever happened to principle? Explain that to me. Guys, we can't always all get what we want. That's just life. That's what life does. Sometimes you get passed over for a promotion. Sometimes you don't get the car you want. Sometimes you don't get a house you want. But it doesn't mean that you throw what's the saying? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Or is it the other way around? Don't throw the water out with the baby. Tell me in the comments below. Just clarify that for me. But you get my point. And it begs the question, this cable really bothers me. Guys, give me some tips on how to handle this. Tell me in the comments below how to handle this cable. It begs the question. Here, I'm going to throw this up here. Is there no balm in Gilead? You know what? You know the balm of Gilead? The balm of Gilead was a flower that had medicinal qualities to it. It was like it had healing properties, and it was a rare, precious flower. The balm of Gilead. So when you ask the question, is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no deliverer there? Do we not have politicians that stand on principle? What that is that non-existent now? Are we living in a time where it's vinavemeno in verera? Just go with the wind? Just throw caution to the wind, do whatever the hell you want? Whatever happened to principle? If you are a politician, I've said this a multiplicity of multitudinous times. If you are a politician and you hold fast to the tenets of your political party, what would possess you to leave a party that you believe is your answer and the answer of the Zambian people? What would possess you to leave that and join someone else? Conversely, you within the PF, when you leave the PF and you join the Reds, what would possess you to leave Patriotic Front and go to the UPND simply because you didn't get what you wanted? Do you know what you're teaching young politicians? Guys, let's break this down. You politicians, do you know what you're teaching young people? Do you have any idea what you're teaching the young politicians? Because, you know, it's not about you. It's not all about you. It's about precedent, not president, precedent. It's about precedent. It's about the future. Are you able to see beyond your nose? Yeah, we all want to survive, but if you're going to be a politician, why don't you have some ounce of integrity? And when I say this, I mean this from both sides, because both major parties, both of you guys do this. The PF does it, the UPND, they do it. You all do this. You both do this, not all. All in the context of all political parties do this. But the major two, the PF and the PF and the UPND, you both do this, and you are stellar at this. You leave one camp, you go to the next, and vice versa. Do you have any idea what you're teaching young, up-and-coming politicians? Let me tell you what you're teaching them. You're teaching them principle means nothing. Loyalty means nothing. You're teaching young Zambian politicians that you can say one thing today and say the direct opposite tomorrow, and nobody cares. That's what you're teaching people. That's what you're teaching these young bucks. Bucks, B-U-C-K-S, bucks. That's what you're teaching these youngins, these ones that are coming behind us, that it doesn't matter. As long as you get what you want. And many of you practice what Martin Luther King called it the fierce urgency of now. But the fierce urgency of now in Martin Luther King's era was about Black people getting their rights now. Not waiting for the hereafter. Not waiting for the by and by. Not waiting for the up yonder. Martin Luther King said that the Black man's right to freedom is encapsulated in the fierce urgency of now. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, not after next weekend, now. We demand, we want justice now. But that's different. Martin Luther King's clarion call is very different from what's happening now within the Zambian context. Your fierce urgency of now has to do with your stomach and your desire to survive. Boom. What is that? This is the thing, guys. If you're going to be a politician, these are the realities that you have to grapple with. And don't get upset when we that are on the outside observing you guys, don't get upset when we ask you. Don't get upset, because we want to know, do you have a backbone? Both of you. Do you have a backbone? many of you, unfortunately, don't. You don't. Everything is about now. It's the fierce urgency of, well, I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get adopted. So because I didn't get adopted, what do? I think I'm going to go to the other side. You're sending the wrong message. And it's sad. It really is. Now, I know everybody's got their own struggle. Everybody's got their own road to travel. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I think that our modern day Zambian politicians are teaching young politicians the wrong lesson. Wrong lesson. And the lesson they're teaching our young people is get what you get when you can. If you don't get adopted, leave, form your own thing, and who cares? That's sad. That really, really is sad. Well, that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you guys all night. I've got to go home. I've been here all day. Okay? God bless. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.